How's it going, everybody? Just want to do an update on my M16A4 build. It's not going to be a true clone because there's some things that parts-wise, that are not normally on a A4, or at least like how other people do to make it a clone. So that's why I'm just going to consider it a build. It's going to be, kind of like a A4, but going to have some different features to it and stuff. Of course, it's still my palmetto receiver. Of course, I'm still marked M16A4, which is pretty cool. But anyways, so one of the first things, or newest thing I got, was the buttstock assembly, and it came with the buffer. Oh, almost lost it. The spring and the rifle buffer. So that was from, excuse me, CAC Industries. I was trying to find everything on one website, but unfortunately I wasn't able to. Sorry for the shaky video. I'm using my phone. Still not able to use my camcorder and tripod right now, unfortunately. So I gotta do this until I get that squared away. But anyways, yeah, CAC Industry. So it came with everything. I think it was around 80 bucks or so. So everybody else, a lot of people didn't have the A2 stock, or either sold out or whatever. So I just went with them. And it is more of a black versus, like, some of them are like more of a grayish color and then have like the black of the buttstock here, like for the trapdoor and stuff. But this is more of an actual all black, which I'm kind of okay with because it kind of does match the handguards pretty good. Like I said, some of them are more of a grayish color. So that's that. And then the other stuff, the rest I'm going to show, is all from JSC Surplus. Originally, I had said I was going to get a lot of the parts from Delton. But when I was looking on JSC Surplus's website for a stock, which they didn't have, I ended up finding a good deal on a barrel. So cheaper than Delton. And at the time, they were the cheapest, period, at least that I can find. So everything changed, so I ended up getting everything from JSC Surplus. And actually, I think it ended up being cheaper than the other route. So one of the things was the A2 handguard, the rifle length handguard. Of course, it has the heat shield. And so I got that from JSC Surplus. Yes, I'm not doing a quad rail. I know some people, think that's more appropriate, for the A4, but, of course, the A4 had the regular handguards too. That was just the upgrade, was to have the aluminum rail. So me, I kind of wanted to keep this somewhat lightweight. Of course, if I really wanted to, I'd do a pencil barrel, but I don't want to do that because, well, it's not really more correct. Even though the barrel profile I got isn't correct either, but I just didn't really want a lightweight barrel and stuff. I'm just trying to save some weight, and having a big quad rail with a bunch of real estate on it to put stuff that you might only end up using a small section in one area or two areas, and have all this extra weight on there, to me is just, I don't think it's worth all the extra weight. And like I said, I kind of wanted to do this more traditional looking, and not all, a bunch of stuff on it, So that's one thing I got from them. The other is the charging handle, which I just got a cheapy one. It's actually made by Anderson Manufacturing, and it came with the little extended latch, which is kind of cool. It wasn't a bad price. I forget what it was, maybe 15 or so. I can't remember. Maybe a little more. But yeah, so I was like, I didn't need no $80 charging handle. I mean, to me, that's just ambidextrous or nothing. Is it nice? Would I want one? Yes, but to me, not necessary. And again, this isn't, of course, normal on a A4, but I kind of wanted to do something a little bit upgraded. The other thing, the gas tube, of course, rifle length. I went with it's hard to see in the plastic, but a black version. Paid a little bit more for that to get it in black. I figured, looking through the handguards, of course you can see the heat shield, but it'll kind of blend in a little bit better. So I kind of like that. I think I used the black on I think on the other pistol build, and I really like the black gas tube. Of course, the Delta ring, which I really don't know the name. A lot of stuff from JSC Surplus had like multiple manufacturers, so they didn't really specifically list for certain things like a manufacturer. So that's the Delta ring assembly with the spring and everything in there. Then the lower parts kit, which is in a complete lower parts kit, but a lot of the stuff I had already, so I didn't need everything, like the trigger and everything. So this is mostly just like the springs, the detents. So actually the trigger spring here, I don't even need this one. But like a lot of the roll pins and other things I did need. So there are going to be a few extra parts in this, but it wasn't like a complete kit where, you know, it had everything. Because like I said, I already got the trigger assembly and the hammer and stuff installed. So in this here, the disconnector and all that. But this is just basically the other stuff for the pivot pin and all that, and the bolt catch assembly. So in this, I forgot who it was made by, but it was a U.S. manufacturer. I guess they made pretty good stuff, and the whole thing was only 25 bucks, which some of the other stuff to get it separate would have been way more than getting this whole kit. So I got that. And what else? And I guess that's it from there besides the barrel. I'm gonna move a few things out the way. And, so here's the barrel. Like I said, I was originally thinking about, you know, I knew a regular M16A4 will have a government profile barrel, which is skinnier, kind of like a pencil barrel, but then the muzzle, past the gas block assembly, then it gets big like this. Then I was going to do an H-bar, and then because since it was the same price, I figured, you know, being clone correct, it wouldn't matter that much, because the only difference would be under the handguards, and you're not going to see it anyway. So I was like, it would be nice to have the heavier barrel. But then I seen this one for the price. It was way cheaper than going the Delton route, and it wasn't an H-bar and it wasn't a government profile. To me, I thought was kind of a nice compromise. It was right in the middle. So this is considered a medium profile barrel. So it's not an H-bar barrel, it's a medium profile. And so yeah, this is how it came, the whole assembly, even with the sight posts and everything in there. The Delta one, you had to buy extra and had to actually buy that. Had to buy the swivel and the pin and all that. But I think it did come with it came with this though. But yeah, so they wanted about 193 or so, and I got this whole assembly with everything for like 150 or so from JSC Surplus. So to me, it was definitely a no-brainer. The manufacturer is Wilson Arms, of course 5.56 and 1-7 twist, of course 20-inch barrel. And I never really heard of them before, but once I looked them up, I guess they're pretty decent barrels. People got pretty good accuracy out of them, good reliability, and I guess they're actually manufactured barrels for other companies that build ARs or make ARs. So it's kind of like, say this company doesn't make their barrels or whatever, so they actually use Wilson Arms barrels in their rifles. So so I guess that, you know, they're pretty known, I guess. I just personally never heard of them. So I says, you know, I'll take a chance on it. Oh, that was the other thing I got. Of course, not correct for A4, but I got this Yankee Hill and Machine flash hider. I don't think it's considered a brake too, but I just put it on there, protect the threads. But so yeah, I think it's pretty cool. And there's little spikes here in the end. So that's pretty much what I got from them. And so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead after this video. I'm gonna go ahead and start putting it together and you know, assembling it, and put the barrel onto the upper receiver and all that good stuff. And hopefully, maybe tomorrow I'll make another video. So again, sorry for the shakiness and kind of crappy video quality or whatever. But so if you have any questions, you know, leave a message and try to answer them the best I can. So hope you guys like it, and thanks for watching.